Speaking of the Bison, they did lock in a couple more commitments. You can read about Jacob Obarnik, who committed out of Maple Grove, preferred walk-on. I know Eric Peterson visited with him yesterday. It's available at inforum.com. I had a chance to visit with Mikhale Ford, young man from Lincoln, Nebraska, who has verbally committed out of Lincoln East High School. That is a popular school for Bison fans. It is the alma mater of one Craig Bowl, went to high school there, and Sam Griesel, which you're going to hear a neat connection between Griesel and Ford here in our interview in just a moment. Young man who is a cornerback, plays both sides of the ball, actually had a tremendous basketball background with his dad who played Division I basketball, but he's going down the football pipeline, and he made his announcement on Monday that he's going to be playing football for the Bison. I had a chance to catch up with him. Here's our interview with Mikhale Ford, now a member of the 2025 class at North Dakota State.
Well, obviously, I knew a little bit about the Bison. Sam Griesel, he was one of my coaches back when I played basketball. So know a little bit about the Bison basketball team. Um, and obviously got a few guys from Nebraska that played for NDSU. So I mean, it's pretty cool. I think I got my offer back in February, and they were the first D1 offer that I got. So obviously had a very special place in my heart from the get go. Um, and yeah, I mean, it's been a crazy experience. I'm the first person in my family to go Division I for football. My dad was actually a Division I basketball player at the University of Lincoln. So it's kind of cool to kind of change the topic, and yeah, it's been a surreal experience.
When did you decide football, not basketball?
So going into my freshman year, I was a basketball only type of guy. I played midget football from fourth grade all the way up to uh, the beginning of high school, and so I was going in. I'm like basketball is what I want to do, um, and then it really got me thinking like there's not a whole lot of short because I was really short going into freshman year. There's not a lot of short point guards in the NBA. Um, so one of my midget league football coaches is kind of like, yeah, like just go out there, just kind of do your thing. And I mean, now we're here. After my junior year, I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep playing basketball. Might just put my full foot forward and just focus on football. So
Was the Bison offer, Mikhail, kind of the realization, like, hey, they think I can play
yeah,
Division I. Like somebody's out there thinking I can play at a higher level.
yeah, that was kind of where like things actually got real. I got a D2 offer, I think a week before I got the NDSU offer, and I was kind of at track. I was at track practice, and obviously I'd kind of been talking to a lot of schools. Obviously, they came to my school to visit me, conversate with me, all that. But when Coach Pocic gave me the offer, it kind of really made me just think like this is actually what I want to do. Like these people believe in me, and this is somewhere where I can take my talents and kind of go far with it.
What was the official visit? Was that kind of to cement it, or was that okay? I need to see it before I'm ready to say yes. This is where I want to go.
So I went up for a junior day back, I don't know what month it would have been, a few months ago. And that was, I think, a week or two after I got my offer. And yeah, I mean, all the coaches, like the love is just like I it was so incredible. The amount of love, hospitality, um, just like I felt so welcome. And it was just kind of something where that was that was where it started with my parents. They're like, this is somewhere where like I can trust you to be your best self that you can be and kind of push yourself to be a great person, a great athlete, teammate. And it just kind of started there. And then a few weeks before my official visit, I got a few other FCS offers, but I mean, I was kind of just stuck on NDSU. And I told my parents before we went up on the official visit, like, I'm going to go ahead and commit here. Um, and this is where I want to spend the rest of my college and athletic career.
What was Coach Policic's reaction when you told him you were going to commit?
He was insanely fired up. So we are taking photos, and I told Coach Kleiman, I'm like, I think this is it. I think I'm gonna pull the trigger. This is where I want to this is where I want to be. Like I have so much love for all you guys. And then I took a picture with Coach Pocic. I'm like, I'm in, Coach. Like this is it's getting real. And he was just everybody started clapping, cheering, and it was just awesome. It was incredible.
Was it relief for you, excitement, a little bit of both?
It was a little bit of both. Obviously, so I committed on Thursday, and I didn't announce it till yesterday. So it was exciting to finally put out there for everybody to see, and it was kind of relief. Now, obviously, the recruitment process is really stressful. Takes a lot of your time, effort, energy. So it was pretty nice to just get it out there.
Did you get to celebrate with your family yet or not yet?
Yep. Yep. I celebrated with my family. Had some dinner with my grandparents, my parents, brothers, sisters. Um, it's it's been amazing.
Was it a goal to have it done this early, or when you felt it, that's when you wanted to make your decision?
So uh it wasn't really like a goal to have it done this early. Obviously, I did commit early. And I was talking with my parents, and it was kind of more like, yeah, we want to go into the season with it and kind of see where things going because I wanted the Nebraska offer. That was kind of my baseline, I guess. Um, and so I wasn't really expecting it, but it was too good of an opportunity to pass up. Like it was it was just something I couldn't let go of. And I knew that obviously they've had a bunch of defensive prospects rolling in and committing the past few days. The classes actually got really stacked. I've been talking with a few other commits. And so I just knew my spot would potentially be given up to somebody else if I didn't commit right away. So um, just kind of decided to pull the trigger and just go all in.
I'm glad you brought that up. I was interested about visiting with other commits. How's that gone? Who have you talked with? And just give me the vibe of the class so far, in your opinion.
So the class, I know most of the defensive prospects, they're all really good people. Obviously, on my official visit, I was with Xander Smith, Brody Clubb, and Kendrick Carter.
Okay.
And Xander, and Kendrick all committed in a matter of 10 minutes. So it was kind of nice spending the weekend with them. Gotten really close to their family now. So um it's awesome. I've gotten to know a few other guys too. And I mean, I love everybody. So
Easton Stick was up here. He's a pretty big name, I know, in your neck of the
yep,
woods in Nebraska. And that goes to my
yep,
question about the amount of Nebraska guys, not necessarily Lincoln, Omaha, all over that have come up here. I know I texted you about that. How big a
yep.
deal was that knowing there's been Nebraska guys come up here and had great success?
I mean, that's a huge, huge factor to me. Kind of seeing like people in the same position as me getting settled in, being comfortable in a town like Fargo. And it's just kind of awesome. I think I texted you about it. I've gotten really close with Marty Brown,
Yeah.
and I kind of spent the week with him. Um, he kind of told me like, yeah, like this is a great place to be. Obviously, a little far away from home, almost 7 hour drive, but I mean, it's almost exactly like Lincoln. Um, it's just awesome to know that I'll be in a place where I can fit in for sure.
Okay, you made me feel old because I did the same interview with Sam Griesel when he was committing out of Lincoln East. So tell me what that was like to go to a basketball camp with him.
I mean, he's a great guy. He was my coach for like ninth grade Bison, so it was like a basketball league. He's a great guy. Um, I don't know. I don't know too much about him, but he told me a little bit about the Bison, and
How big of a deal is he in
it's
Lincoln though? Because
it's
I know he
he's a
came and then
he's
he
a
came back and
huge
because he came
yeah.
back and played for the Huskers too. How big a
Yeah,
deal is he in your
he's a
hometown?
huge deal. He's a
Yeah.
huge deal up here. And I don't know. He's kind of just everybody knows the basketball team. Everybody knows like big names from Nebraska, and Sam Griesel's definitely one of those big names.
So now, what's the summer like? Did you have to cancel other camps you were going to go to now that this is done? Does this clear up your summer?
So yeah, it kind of does. I was planning on taking two more official visits. I was gonna go to North Dakota, University of North Dakota, and Northern Iowa, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and cancel those and just focus on being a Bison. Um, And yeah, so I don't know if I was kind of looking at my camp schedule. Wasn't sure if I was gonna go ahead and go to any other camps. I did go to the Nebraska camp, but I think my summer's all clear now. And now it's just time to work on myself and better myself and get ready for this next upcoming year.
My last question is, tell me about your expectations. How excited are you for your senior year?
I'm super pumped. So my junior year was kind of my breakout year. I didn't have a sophomore year because I broke my wrist my sophomore year and was sidelined. So it's kind of I came out of the woods. It kind of just proved everybody wrong, I guess. And it was sensational last year. Went to the second round of playoffs, and I mean, obviously the hope is to go for it all this year, go to the state championship. Um, I think we can do great things as a team. We did lose our starting quarterback and what would have been our starting running back, but it'll be a pretty good year. We're a pretty young team, but we're gonna get some work done, be pretty productive.
Us here this morning. Good stuff there. And you could hear the process there was pretty intensive, like we hear from most recruits that go through this. And now another commit. And I'm intrigued on this that Nebraska Pipeline to Fargo, we talked about it. We touched on it a little bit. And obviously, Easton Stick goes without saying. Nick DeLuca, RJ Zendowski, Christian Dudzik, Kyle Emanuel. He'll be upset I mentioned him fifth on that list. Is as exclusive as it gets. I mean, you can go down Jalen Allison, Marquis Siegel, even for a quick time, because he was a great player here before he left and now is playing at Kansas State, that it is as exclusive as a list as you can get. And they're hopeful. The Bison had a little dry spell in the state for a little bit. Now have hit it for 3 classes in a row. We've already met Marty Brown. If you missed that interview, go back and watch that from April. He was great, and he was one of the stars of the spring, and he's going to be this fall. I firmly believe that. Running back who is from Omaha. Jackson Williams is an incoming freshman, just got here a couple weeks ago. Another young man from Omaha, wide receiver. And now this guy out of Lincoln. There are great players there. That's the state that you want to go to. I know the Jacks have been there frequently and had some fantastic players in recent years. That's a state you want to go to. And Ford, we'll see. He's got all the talent, it looks like, to be a really, really good player.